Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Daysi DIY. Today I'm sharing with you guys 12 beautiful Christmas ornaments. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. Today I'm taking part in the winter DIY challenge hosted by the amazing Haiti Stumble DIY. I will leave the link of her channels in my description box below. I hope you enjoy and stay tuned to watch all the playlists. Thank you so much. For the first project, I'm going to be using 4 pieces of these Jingle blocks and I'm going to paint them with the Waverly anti-wax, and I just did one coat and I just let it dry. And I did the same step with the other 3 pieces. I cut 4 pieces of this tissue paper that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just used 1 layer of Mod Podge, and once I was done, I just placed my piece of tissue paper on the top, and with the same brush I just went over to do another cut so we can seal the tissue paper. And I did the same step with the other 3 pieces, and I just let it dry completely. I'm gonna remove that extra tissue paper on the side, and for that I'm just using a small piece of sandpaper. I'm going to be using a piece of this diamond wrap, and I'm just gonna cut a small piece and I'm gonna be placing on the top of the Jingle block. I just want to give this effect so we can hang our ornament, and I just use hot glue to put in, and also to distress a little bit the piece of diamond wrap, I just use the Rust-Oleum chalk paint, and I just use a little bit of this paint. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I just cut a small piece of this jute twine and I just place it in the middle, and this is how it looks, our beautiful ornaments once we're done. They turn out really adorable. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our next project, I'm going to be using 1 ornament and a piece of this burlap that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just cut it at the side that I need, and I just cover my ornament all the way, and I just grabbed 1 piece of jute twine to tie it very well. And once I was done, I just grabbed 1 Christmas pig that I had on hand, and I just gonna place it on the top of the ornament, and I just use hot glue to glue it. Also, I decided to grab 1 pine cone and place it on the middle. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I just grab another piece of jute twine and I just place it on the back. And to give this beautiful effect of the snow, I just used that Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white, and this is how it looks, this adorable ornament once we're done. It turned out really beautiful, but please let me know, what do you guys think about this project? For the next project, I'm going to be using 1 mini glass, and also I'm going to be using this base filler on color silver and color red. So I just grabbed a few fillers and I just mix it together, and once I was done, I just removed the lid from the top of the small container, and I'm just going to be placing it a few pieces inside. The other thing that I'm going to be using this jute twine, and I'm just going to be using a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just going to be wrapping it a few times around the glass. And also I'm going to create this hanger on the top so we can hang our beautiful piece on the tree. Also, I'm going to be using this other jute twine. I'm just going to cut it at the side that I need it, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. The next thing, I'm using this ribbon to create a small bow to put it right here in the middle, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. In the middle of the bow, I decided to use another piece of the base filler, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. I'm going to use a few pieces of this berry mix. I'm just using this part of the greenery, and I just cut to pieces. And also to give this effect of the snow, I just used this Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint on color white to paint it, and this is how it looks our project once we're done. I think it turned out really adorable, these pieces, so you guys can recreate it for your Christmas tree. Please let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think about this project. I'm going to be reusing this beautiful ornament that I have for a really long time, and to paint it I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. I did 2 coats and I just let it dry. I just want to mention, if you guys don't have this exactly ornament, I'm pretty sure that you guys can recreate this project using an ornament from Dollar Tree. And to distress the ornament, I'm using the Waverly anti-wax. I just used a little bit of this paint. I'm going to be using this Christmas pick that I got from Dollar Tree. And to give this effect from the snow, I just used the paint, Rust-Oleum chalk paint. And once it was completely dry, I just placed it on the middle of the ornament, and I just use hot glue to glue it, and I just create another beautiful small bow to put it right here. And to hang this ornament, I just grab a piece of jute twine and I just tie it very well in the top. And this is how it looks our project once we're done. It turned out really beautiful. I love it. And I just create 2 with different embellishments so you guys can have a different options. Let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think about this project. For the next DIY, I'm going to be using 9 Jingle blocks, and I'm just going to be using wood glue and hot glue to glue them. And first, I just glued 2 pieces, and once I was done, I just glued 1 more piece on the bottom. We want to make these cute ornaments made of hats, and to paint them, I will be using this paint. The first one is the Waverly paint on color moss, and the second one is the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white, and the last one is the craft white chalkboard paint. I also use the same paint to distress them a little bit. And once they're completely dry, I'm going to be using 1 piece of this ribbon that I got from Amazon, and I just cut it at the side of the ornament, and I'm going to be using hot glue to glue it. And also I'm going to be using a few pieces of these berries, and I'm going to place them on the top, and a few pieces of this greenery to put them on the side. And to give this effect of the snow, I just use a little bit of the paint. And the other 2 pieces, I just grab another different ribbons and I just did the same step. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I just cut 1 piece of this jute twine and I just use hot glue on the back to glue it. And this is how it looks, our beautiful ornaments once we're done. They turn out really beautiful. You guys can paint it of the color of your preference. I just use these colors, but please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our next project, I'm going to be using one ornament that I got from Dollar Tree, and to paint it, I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white. I did one coat and I just let it dry. So once it's completely dry, with a piece of sandpaper, I just went over all around of that ornament because it has all this detail, and once I removed the paint, it came out amazing. I'm going to be using a piece of this Christmas pick that I had on hand, and I just placed it inside of the ornament, and I cut a piece of this ribbon to the side that I want so we can hang the ornament, and I just use hot glue to glue it all together, and I just tied the top of that ribbon, and I just create these beautiful bows made of raffia, and I just place it on the top, and I decided to grab a few pieces of this pine cone and all these other pieces, and I just place it so it can blend a little bit better with this beautiful ornament. And also I decided to paint the leaves a little bit so it can give this effect that they have is snow. I don't know what happened with that part, but I distressed it a little bit more, the ornament, with the Waverly anti-wax. And this is how it looks, our beautiful ornament once we're done. It turned out really beautiful. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this beautiful ornament? For the next project, I'm going to be using 4 tumbling blocks, and to paint it, I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint on color white. I did one coat and I just let it dry. The next thing, I'm going to be using these stickers, and also I'm going to be using this Mod Podge. So first I did a coat on Mod Podge, and we're just going to place our letters. And once I place the letters the way that I want it, I'm going to do another coat on Mod Podge on the top. And this is how it looks once you're done. I just create the other 3. And also I'm going to be using a small piece of jute twine, and I'm just going to be cutting it at the side that I want it so we can create this hanger to put it on our Christmas tree. So I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. The other thing, I just use one berry to put it right here in the middle, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. Also, I used the Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint on color white to give this effect that it has a little bit of snow. And this is how it looks our project once we're done. I think they turned out really adorable, but please let me know what you guys think. For the next project, I'm going to be using 2 pieces of the foam board, and I cut it into the shape of the triangle. And here's the measurement. The first one, it measured 3 inches and 4 inches long. And the second one, it measured 2.5 inches and 3.5 inches long. And I'm going to cover it with this jute twine. First, I use a little bit of hot glue to hold this part, and then I just keep wrapping it until I reach the bottom part. And once I reach the bottom part, I just use more hot glue to secure the remaining piece, and I repeat the same step to do the other one. The next thing, we're going to be using these mini pine cones that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just using 2 pieces, and I'm going to cut a few pieces of this greenery, and I'm just going to be placing it in the bottom. And also I'm going to be using these fillers that I got from Dollar Tree as well. I have 2 different, and I'm going to be grabbing just a few pieces, and I'm going to be placing in the top. I'm gonna be using this ribbon that I had on hand, and I just create a small bow and I just place it on the top. And this is how it looks our project once we're done. It turned out really adorable. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For the next project, I'm going to be using 3 ornaments from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be using the Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint on color white to paint it. I did 1 coat and I just let it dry. So I'm going to be using this ribbon, and I just cut a small piece to put it right here, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. I'm going to be using this piece of greenery, and I'm just going to place a few leaves right here, and I just use a little bit of hot glue to glue it. I'm going to use a few berries on color red and also just the white ones, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of hot glue to glue the pieces. And also to give this effect of the snow, I just used the Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint on color white, and I just used a little bit of paint. And this is how it looks our project once we're done. It turned out really beautiful. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? For our last project, I will be using 1 ornament and a piece of fabric, and I will be covering the ornament all the way. I just cut a piece of jute twine to tie it very well on the top. I'm going to be using 1 Christmas pick and 1 pine cone to put it on the ornament, and I will be using hot glue to glue it. And to hang this beautiful ornament, I grab another piece of jute twine and I just place it on the back so we can hang this beautiful ornament. And this is how it looks, our beautiful ornament once we're done. It turned out really beautiful. You can create as many as you want, but please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? Please don't forget to see all the videos that all these talented friends that they're participating today. Thank you so much, Hailey, for hosting this wonderful challenge. So that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time that I upload new video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.